Hi, my name is Dawn Schultz. I have been with Marc Community Resources for a little over 2 years now. I guess I'm going to tell you a little bit of my story. Like most, I had a really tough growing up time. My parents were alcoholics, abusive, and so I self-medicated from a very young age and tried to live a life. I didn't graduate high school, but I did move on, get married. I had 4 beautiful children, but because of my self-medication and other issues that I wasn't aware of with my mental illnesses, things didn't work out. So I moved on, bounced around a lot of places, tried several suicides, took a lot of drugs, been to a lot of really dark places. Got saved about 6 years ago. Spent a year in a ministry, Christian ministry. I got saved, and that was the pivotal point for me turning my life around once I got back with Jesus. I still struggled. I have 18 months clean as of now, and I'm 51 years old. I've made it past the years that most people thought I would make it. I still had my struggles, but because of my supportive housing and not having to live on the street, not having to live with different friends, I have managed to not overcome my mental illnesses, but I've managed to manage them. They don't manage me anymore. So I don't bounce in and out of the hospital anymore. I don't try to commit suicide anymore. And I don't do drugs anymore. Marc Community Resources, in a very special way, kind of saved my life too. They really did. Through all their support and the peer mentoring and having somebody to speak to and somebody to advocate for me and help me to grow and be strong again in who I am, I have managed to keep my housing and stay clean. You know, I kept my housing for 2 years. Now I'm going home. I'm going back home. I haven't seen my family in 12 years, and I'm not the person that I was that they knew. And I'm very excited about that. But because of Marc Community Resources, they've made that possible for me. If Elaine Cummings and Stephanie hadn't been there for me anytime, any day, when I was having a meltdown or when something good was happening, and I could speak to them and tell them and be honest with them and have their feedback and have their support and have their reminder that I was okay, that I was doing a good job. The last 2 years would have been really hard, you know. So I know that in one way they really did change my life.